Buffalo, New York. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Trap 50, trap 50.
On first down, Reed. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Allen off the play fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Bills at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
In motion comes the tight end left. They turn to Taylor on 4th, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Reed now, throwing to start the drive. He's got long, his tight end complete. Powers through it, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
20, 10, touchdown Dolphins. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now Allen throwing on second down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Reed. That's complete right around the 8. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's at the 50. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Reed. And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reed.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9 now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
A final shot before half for Allen. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On 1st down, Allen escaping the pressure right. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Reed. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. And it's 3rd and 5. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. That's their 1st time getting to the quarterback. Sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the 1st half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the 2nd half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just...
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This is caught. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They run here with Taylor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 3 quarters in the books. Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And that'll be incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 82 yards. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen to throw once more. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. On play action, Allen. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd and 10, Allen flushed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're deep.
And now here is another interception. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Off the play fake, Reed. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Back to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Reed throwing on 3rd and long. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know...
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to...
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 38, Allen. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance